Here's a senior night presentation for the Central Cass Squirrels. They have 3 players that are going to get honored. First is Mason Bussey.
Basketball for 4 years. While in high school, he's been involved in basketball, baseball, and National Honor Society. Mason's plans after high school are to attend NDSCS. Ladies and gentlemen, Mason Bussey. Up next, we have Sam Copperbig. Sam is the son of Mike and Beth Copperbig. He's been involved in basketball for 4 years. While in high school, he's also been involved in baseball and the National Honor Society. Sam's plans after high school are to attend college and play basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Copperbig. Up next we have Alexander Vibey. He's the son of Froda and Nina Vibey, and host son of John and Teresa Gullison. Alexander has been in basketball for 3 years. While in high school, he's been involved in football, basketball, DECA, and Big Brother, Big Sister. Alex's plans after Central Cass are to return to Norway and finish his last year of high school. Ladies and gentlemen, Alexander Vibey. Up next we have Owen Wiersma. Owen is the son of Darcy Wiersma and Mike Wiersma. Owen's been in basketball for 4 years. While in high school, he's been involved in football, basketball, track and field, baseball, DECA, Jets, Academic Olympics, Prom Committee, and the National Honor Society. Owen's plans after high school are to attend MSUM for business administration and to play football for the Dragons. Ladies and gentlemen, Owen Wiersma. Statistician Jesse Nidvicki. Jesse's the daughter of Tana, and Justin Nidvicki. Has been a boys basketball stat for 3 years. While in high school, she's been involved in cross country, volleyball, basketball as a stat, track and field, FCCLA, Hay, Student Council, Science Olympiad, Bold, National Honor Society, Spanish Club, and the Jazz Band. Jesse's plans after high school are to attend the University of Jamestown for Environmental Science Spanish. Ladies and gentlemen, Jesse Nedvicki. And Senior Spirit Squad member Jaden Parker. Jaden is the daughter of Tanya Robinson and Jim and Amy Parker. She's been in the Spirit Squad for 5 years. While in high school, she has been involved in volleyball, track, cheer, baseball as a stat, and Big Brother, Big Sister. Jaden's plans after high school are to attend the Salon Professional Academy to study nail technology. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaden Parker. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your seniors from Central Cass.
backdoor, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Still backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Found it out of goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
Little right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Saturday evening from Castleton. This is a battle of the top two teams in Region 1 boys basketball, where tonight we will crown the regular season champ and find out who will be the 1 and the 2 seed heading to the Region 1 boys basketball tournament coming up next week. That'll start up for the play-in round on Tuesday, then a week from Monday down in Wahpeton for the Region 1 quarterfinals. I'm Chase Miller. Thanks so much for tuning in. Our cameramen tonight are Jack Everson and Grayson Lewis as we get you set for a battle of 1 and 2 in Region 1 and number 1 in the state of North Dakota in Central Cass at 19-0 on the season, head coach by Matt Norman. While on the opposite side for the Sargent County Bulldogs, they are 18-1 on the season under the guidance of head coach Ryan Weber and rated number 5 in the state in Class B boys basketball. Central Cass last game a 86-53 win over Tri-State back on Saturday a week ago today at the Bonanza down in Wahpeton, 86-53. While for Sargent County, their 18-game winning streak was snapped after losing to the Kindred Vikings, in which was a season low in points. Kindred won 57-47. Coming up here on our pregame show, we're going to hear from both head coaches, from Coach Weber and also from Coach Matt Norman. We'll take a look at what the Region 1 boys basketball bracket has in store. The seeds 3 through 12 are all finalized. Now it's just a matter of who's going to be 1 and who's going to be number 2. We'll get to that and more, and also let you know what we have in store coming up next week as well on yourliveevent.com. It's Central Cass at 19-0 and the Bulldogs of Sargent County at 18-1. Buckle in for our Saturday night. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll sit down with Ryan Weber of the Sargent County Bulldogs here on yourliveevent.com.
Educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsboro, Natick, Page, and Castleton. Or view our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We are less than 90 days until spring planting. 90 days. Are you ready? Is your maintenance plan in place? Do you have parts on hand? Are any upgrade options decided on and purchased? We can help. Spring will be here before you know it, and we will help you meet the challenge. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com.
As we continue now, part of our Coach's Corner on our pregame show between the Sargent County Bulldogs and the Central Cass Squirrels in the regular season finale here in Region 1 boys basketball. Joining us now is Ryan Weber. And Ryan, for Sargent County's point of view here, just like anybody else's, how has it been from the last time you've played a game, which is going to be a week ago to the day, to have to deal with Mother Nature, to figure out what's going to happen with the Region 1 girls basketball tournament, to figuring out if you're going to practice or actually go to school or not? What's the week been like anticipating up to this basketball game, Ryan?
Well, it's been crazy. Our last game was last Saturday against Kindred, like you said. This week, we kind of had some idea that Wednesday and Thursday we probably wouldn't be practicing or be in school. So we got a good practice in on Tuesday, but that was the last time we practiced. So it's, it's been a while. But they're kids. They bounce back pretty easily. They go with the flow pretty well. And, we're excited to get back at it tonight with practice. And then again, tomorrow, Central Cass.
You take a look at this game. What does it mean? It's the last time we're going to know it as Region 1 is right now. Who knows what's going to happen 2 years or 5 years from now. But what does it mean for this program here, Ryan, to be in the de facto Region 1 regular season championship game with a chance to be the number 1 seed heading to the regional tournament as well?
Oh, it's exciting. These kids, this team set out a goal at the beginning of the year to be competitive and to put themselves in this kind of a situation, and they've done that. To be like this close in what might be the last Region 1 tournament, it's fun. It's big for our schools too. I think all 3 schools, there's kind of a rivalry before we're all co-opted. And it's fun to see these kids come together like this and bring a lot of folks to games that I've not seen at games in a long time, since probably I played at Sargent Central. So it's really interesting to see, and it's a lot of fun. I'm really happy for the kids. They've worked their tails off to get here, and they're ready to go out there and win this game.
As we will continue and talk about the matchup with Central Cass and some of the players, but anytime you've had the success you've had, and sure, you fall against Kindred in the Bonanza, but you get to play on a college-sized floor, you get to play on a floor that you're going to play at the end of the day. Kindred, a really quality team still at the end of the day, too, in Region 1 here, Ryan. So what did you learn from that game back on Saturday? What are some things that you kind of brought into practice as much as you could practice, this week here on the court?
Yeah, I think we needed to refocus and get our intensity back on defense. Early in the year, our defense was great. That was kind of our go-to. We knew we could stop some folks. And I think the last 4 or 5 games, and I don't know if it's been the pressure of going undefeated or whatever, but the kids just haven't brought the energy. I think, that losing a game, it's not good, but it was a non-region game. Again, we got to get on the NDSCS floor, see what that's like. But I think it's helped them refocus, and we knew after that game for sure defensively we needed to work on some things. And really we want to pressure people and make them uncomfortable. We didn't do that against Kindred. We were pretty lazy, and we saw a lot of that when we played Lisbon too. We weren't out pressuring their guards. We weren't switching on screens like we tend to do sometimes. So it was a really good chance to bring all those things up and refocus on some of those keys to our defense.
And let's talk about now the game going to Central Cass. Obviously, you know what they like to bring defense, what you just mentioned about your team here with defense. So what's the matchup? Wittich, Holzer, you got a Christensen, you got a Kobervig on the other side. Where does it come down to here at the end of the day, Ryan?
But we got to slow them down. They like to get up and down that court. That's the first thing. We got to play good defense. We got to slow them down, get back on defense. But those matchups right there that you mentioned, those are going to be huge. We need Gavin to have a big game. He's averaging a double this year, which for a kid that's 5'10" and plays 100% inside is crazy to think about. But he needs to have a big game, and he's a really good facilitator too. And he's gotten a lot better at that. And the guys know once Gavin touches the ball, if they cut to the hoop, and he'll get him the ball. So it's going to come up to him, and we got to play some solid defense. So our guards need to be ready to go. They got Central Cass has fantastic guard play, and they can shoot from anywhere. They walk into a gym and they're open. So we need to come out defensively ready, and our guards need to know that they need to bring it from the first whistle all the way to the end.
And taking a look at some of your guys here, whether it's Josh, as we mentioned, whether it's Luke Martinson, Fletcher Wilprecht, what do these guys just bring to the team, the starting 5 this season, Ryan? What has made them so cohesive? And I know when I talk with other ADs or other coaches around the region, they're like, you just can't focus on one player. It could be anyone on any given night. Obviously, Gavin, with his stature, getting those rebounds on the inside always gets brought up. But what has this starting 5 meant to the Bulldogs team this year?
It's something that I've not seen as a coach in a long time, having, those 4 guys averaging double in over 10 points. And they're really unselfish. Like it's, I know that's easy to say, but to get kids to actually do that is difficult. Sometimes they're unselfish to a fault where they need to maybe put up a shot or whatever, but they're all really unselfish. And, our 5th starter, Nick, he's really bought into that too. He doesn't score a million points, and he knows he's not going to go out there to score a million points. But, when we step on a court against like Central Cass, he's going to get matched up with Kobervig, and he usually draws the toughest defensive assignment. But it's really cool to see that these kids, they're really buying into that unselfishness, and like a true team is what I try to tell them. And when we lost to Kindred, we kind of went away from that a little bit. We got too much into some one-on-one situations. That's not really what we are. And we needed to refocus on getting back to team basketball.
Hey, Ryan, as always, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck. Should be a great environment, and looking forward to seeing what the tip has to bring in 4 quarters of basketball here.
Yeah, right on. Thanks, Chase.
That again, Ryan Weber, head coach of the Sargent County Bulldogs. Will continue after this, where we'll hear from Central Cass head coach Matt Norman on our pregame show here on your live event. Team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
As we continue on our pregame show here today from Castleton at Central Cass in Sargent County for the de facto Region 1 regular season championship. One is going to be a 1 seed. The other is going to be a 2, but we know that it's going to be for a regular season championship. Join us now is Matt Norman here for the Squirrels. And Matt, let's talk about the anticipation. You had to wait a long time to get to Saturday here with Mother Nature. Where are you going to go to school? When can you practice? When can't you practice? So just another monkey wrench during the Region 1 girls basketball tournament from a year ago, on top of how big this game is. What has it been like from a coach's point of view here leading up to this game?
I mean, it's just a lot of just doing what you can to make sure you can control what you can control, roll with the punches a little bit, communicate with your team, and just do the best you can to get on the floor and get better when you have the opportunity.
Is it makes it difficult, or does it make the nerves and the anxiety even palpable more when it was supposed to be Thursday, then it gets pushed back 48 hours? Does it make it an even more nervous situation here, Matt?
I don't know. I think it probably depends on each player. My biggest thing is let's just make sure we can play it. And so we can get some of these region seeds figured out. But it's going to be a tough game regardless of when we play it. Coach Weber is going to have them ready to roll. Hopefully we're going to be playing as efficiently as possible. We got a lot of kids that have played at, the end of regular seasons with games that count, been tied for a top seed a couple times through. So they know kind of how this stuff works out and how they have to show up and be ready, and just the attention to detail that matters.
What would it mean to bring a regular season Region 1 championship home in the final year of what is Region 1 as we know it, at least moving forward short term with the new class system coming in, Matt?
It'd be great. Our kind of program motto is build a tradition, leave a legacy. It's kind of be a cool legacy to leave. Obviously, it's not our end goal, but anytime we can be competitive and give kids the recognition that we want them to get for all their hard work in the off season, just dedication to the program. Anytime we can get them recognized for that based on their achievements, that's really fun for us.
Taking a look at Sargent County from a keys to victory here. I know seeing Ryan Weber's teams and kind of taking a look at stats throughout the year, they've had one guy go off one night, then it's someone else the next night here, Matt. So there's not just one player to focus in on. So what's going to be a challenge once you get to the opening tip?
It's just going to be tough to execute. Like you mentioned, they've got some kids that have shown up kind consistently for them. But if somebody's having an off night, somebody else seems to step up. And so we've got to make sure that we take care of the ball. We also have to make sure that we clear the glass. They've got some length in there. And in addition to their length, they've got, Gavin Christensen, not super long, but super efficient when it comes to the glass. Rebounding, he's really efficient with how he scores. But then Wittich and Martinson are both long kids. And so they do a great job of creating those second opportunities. We got to make sure that we find a body, move it, and go explode for that ball.
And I maybe buried the lead at senior night on top of that as well. The seniors know this is going to be the last time that they represent Central Cass in Castleton here at the high school from a basketball standpoint here. So, Matt, I'll just kind of leave it open-ended for you. What has the senior class meant to you in this program?
It's been fun. They're great kids. We can go through, each and every one of them. We got a new exchange student this year. He's only been with us for 1 year. He's been fun learning basketball, and just kind of seeing him kind of jive with the kids is really, really enjoyable. And then we go to Sam Cobbervig. He's been a player in our program for 4 years, 3-year starter, captain, unselfish kid, just a gym rat, super fun. Just to be around and see where he's developed as he's continued his journey throughout our program. Mason Bussey, kind of call him an old man. He's just student of the game for sure. He's got a coach's mind, but shoots an old school 15-footer often, and he's just fun. Good kid, fun to interact with. And then Owen Wiersma had a heck of a football season, just brings physicality and explosiveness to our basketball team, and just it's fun to see how much they want to see each other and other people achieve things throughout their careers in high school. And we couldn't be happier with who we have representing our senior class in our school. They're just great humans.
It's going to be a lot of fun. The environment should be great. It's a 1-2 seed on the line in the regular season championship as well in Region 1. Matt, as always, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck here against Sargent County tonight.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much.
That again, Matt Norman, head coach for the Central Cass Squirrels, will continue on our pregame show after this from Castleton.
Here, it's way more hands-on. The college has better equipment than the shop I'm at now. Like, you name it, they got it. You get to use your tools and your hands a lot more. My name is Sean, and I am here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
Final part of our pregame conversation here as we heard from both head coaches, Matt Norman and Ryan Weber. Let's take a look at some of the players to watch out for in this one, and you probably heard from the coaches already. We'll start with Sargent County. Between Wilprett, Christensen, Mortensen, and Wittich, they all average 12 or more points a game. Of Fletcher averaging 15-4, Christensen 15-10, Mortensen 13-5, and Wittich at 12-7. Here for the Sargent County Bulldogs, and Nick Hansen, as you heard Ryan Weber say, he might not score a ton, but he plays really well defensively, and he knows his role awfully well for the Bulldogs. On the opposite side for the Central Cass Squirrels, Sam Covervig, 13 points, 4 rebounds per game. Cole Holzer, the lengthy junior, at 6'7", 14-9 per contest. You add another Coda, who can shoot it with 11 points and 4 rebounds, and Eli Boer, Owen Wiersma. There's a lot to like in Mason Bussey here as well for the Central Cass Squirrels. The Squirrels 19-0 on the season. Sargent County at 18-1. The 3 seed is Kindred. The 4 seed is Oak Grove. They earn buys into the quarterfinals with the Squirrels and the Bulldogs. The 5-12 match will be Hankinson, the 5, hosting the 12 of Enderlin. Winner to play Oak Grove. The 6-11 matchup, number 6 Maple River will host Tri-State on Tuesday. The winner to play Kindred. The 7-10 matchup will be Richland and Lisbon in Colfax between the Broncos and the Colts. And the 8-9 matchup, number 9 Northern Cass makes their way to Lidgerwood for a date with the Wymer Lidgerwood Warbirds. Warbirds, as the Warbirds are the number 8 seed. That's a look at the Region 1 Boys Basketball Tournament. Playing games start on Tuesday, quarterfinals a week from Monday, and we'll have the quarter, semis, third place championship all on yourliveevent.com, and a couple of play-in games as well. That does it for our pregame show. Starting lineups and opening tip is next. It's number 5 Sargent County, number 1 Central Cass. It's the regular season Region 1 championship here from Castleton in a standing room only crowd on your live event.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community, and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow in the new space and move forward with excellence.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. As we get ready for the starting lineups and the opening tip, I'm Chase Miller alongside Jack Everson and Grayson Lewis running the camera for us here on this Saturday night regular season de facto championship. It's the final time as we know it, at least for the short term, as we go to 3 classes where Central Cass will be Class A next season, while Sargent County will be in Class B. Will this be the final time, or is this a Region 1 tournament championship preview? What we know is the winner will be the 1, the loser will be the 2. Let's get ready for our starting lineups. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Sargent County Bulldogs, averaging 63 points per game while giving up 48 a night. They'll go like this: Luke Mortensen, a 6'4" junior forward. Gavin Christensen at 5'11", a senior here, averaging a double-double of 15 and 10. From there, you have Josh Wittich, the 6'5" junior forward mixed with a guard, a stretch player here, averaging 12 points per contest. From there, Nick Hansen Nicholas, the full name, Nick for short, for the 5'4" junior guard, and Fletcher Wilprecht, the 5'9" senior guard here for the Bulldogs. Martinson, Christensen, Wittich, Hansen, and Wilprecht. Sargent County head coach by Ryan Weber, the number 5 ranked team in the state of North Dakota, 18-1 on the season, 10-0 in Region 1 competition. Now on senior night for the Central Cass Squirrels, as they're going to honor 3 seniors as part of their starting lineup here for the Squirrels under the guidance of head coach Matt Norman at 19-0 on the season, averaging 66 points per game, while defensively giving up 42 points per contest. For the Central Cass Squirrels, they're going to go like this at a junior guard, Carter Verkota, averaging 11 points and 4 rebounds here for Verkota, the 6'1" junior guard. From there, you have Sam Combervig, one of 3 seniors. Combervig, a 6'2" senior, averaging 13 points per contest. Also at a senior here is Mason Bussey, the 6-foot senior guard, and rounding him off with a senior as well as Owen Wiersma, a MSUM football commit. Wiersma, the 6'2" senior, and Cole Holzer, the 6'7" junior forward, averaging 14 points and 9 rebounds for the Squirrels. Verkota, Kavervik, Bussey, Wiersma, and Holzer Central Cass at 19-0 on the season, 10-0 in Region 1 play, and the number 1 rated team in the state of North Dakota in the latest basketball rankings. On our Bank North scoreboard, 4 8-minute quarters, a 35-second shot clock as we get this one ready to get underway. Sargent County out in their dark blue uniforms here tonight with Bulldogs across the front out in white. Well, for the Central Cass Squirrels in their all-white attire with Central Cass in the front. Here for Central Cass in red, outlined in black. In the center circle is Holzer against Wittich. And this one is up at 7:48. And it's one to Kavervik. Left-hand side, Bussey. Bussey with the basketball here. Drives to left-hand side, Verkota. Left pocket 3. This one's going to be off the front iron and a board to Verkota. Ball's going to get skipped around here to Holzer. Sargent County, as they've done for the majority of the year, a 2-3 matchup zone. Left short corner is Bussey. Bussey will handle the basketball now to the top of the key as this one will be up top and reverse now to Kavervik. 20 seconds on the shot clock as Kavervik will handle it here to the baseline to Holzer. Holzer will handle it, tiptoes the end line, and unless it's tipped, it'll be a turnover. And it is a turnover here for Central Cass, and something that Coach Ryan Weber said that they got to do a better job of, not just tonight, but throughout the Region 1 tournament, is getting back and refocusing defensively. They'll have to go up against this full court pressure defense from the Squirrels. In the backcourt is Wilprecht. Gives it here, and that's going to be close to a 10-second violation, but we'll have a foul, and this will be on Kavervik. Kavervik with the push. It'll be Sam's first and the team's first here, as that was about a half second away from being a 10-second violation. Man pressure defense here by Central Cass as Sargent County will handle it with Gavin Christensen now between the rings to Hansen. Hansen right-hand side to Wilprecht. Wilprecht takes a ball screen. Good hedge on the way by Holzer. Left-hand side with it is Hansen. Hansen lost it up in the air, and that's probably not the worst thing in the world because Verkota would have had a one-on-one situation with Wilprecht. So a turnover for turnover to open up the opening 56 seconds on our Bank North scoreboard. Probably got a little jitters and nerves for what is the de facto regular season championship here. Kavervik, right-hand side, Bussey calling out the offense back to Kavervik. Kavervik takes the ball screen. Wiersma, a little shake and bake dribble. Right-hand side, Verkota. Verkota looking on the interior as the ball gets skipped to Holzer. Holzer with it, going hard down Main Street, goes up, and we're going to have a jump ball between Holzer and alongside Gavin Christensen. The arrow points to Sargent County. Who's going to draw first blood on this Saturday night? Earlier, Kindred over Enderlin, and on Friday night, yesterday, Oak Grove defeated Northern Cass in the afternoon. Maple River won at Tri-State. Richland and Weimar Lidgewood, the Warbirds came out on top, and Hankinson over Lisbon as we have a kickball. So this is going to be the final game of the Region 1 regular season where everybody is standing right now for their respective teams waiting to score. But it is a standing room only kind of a game here in Castleton. In the front court, that'll be to Hansen. Hansen plays a two-man game, doesn't take the ball screen, going hard down the paint. Nice bounce pass. This one to Wittich for the reversal for 2. And drawing first blood are the Sargent County Bulldogs on our Bank North scoreboard. Go to banknorth.com. They're a proud supporter of their communities and member FDIC. Take them wherever you are with their mobile app as well. Ball goes right-hand side. Kavervik for the lead. Tickles the twine. Sam Kavervik from the right baseline on senior night is able to give the Squirrels a 1-point edge. This just has the feeling of March already in February. Inside on the dish, a block shot by Holzer. After the miss by Martinson, Holzer goes behind the back in transition, almost lost it, spins, and now it's going to be a steal. Really good job by Martinson after the block shot. Hustling back defensively here for Sargent County. Wittich, top of the key, up top now to Wilprecht. Fletcher takes a ball screen, right wing, bounce pass. This goes to Martinson, rises 15-footer long. Rebound won by Wittich here for the Bulldogs. Wittich left-hand side to Hansen. Hansen not going to shoot a 15-footer, and with a fresh 35 on the shot clock, Sargent County will think better of it and try to set up the offense. Backdoor on the cut. This one spins on the inside. What a move! What a play! Off the window for Christensen. Nice take there by Christensen, 4-3 Bulldogs. Mason Bussey the other way. Teardropper inside for 2. Now these teams are finding their rhythm here in the last 60 seconds in Castleton. Full court pressure defense continues. Covervig on the top of that little diamond and one where they will look to trap. With it, nice little give and go action. Martinson to Wittich. Wittich inside the paint looking back door on the fine, and we're going to have a traveling violation on Fletcher Wilprecht. Wilprecht wanted to go up, but then there was a hand coming across the way with Holzer, and by the time Wilprecht found himself in the air, found himself a little bit in no man's land. Eli Boer will check in now as Owen Wiersma will check out. Eli averaging 6 points and 5 rebounds per contest. Right-hand side to Covervig. Covervig will handle it there for the Squirrels. Ball gets skipped to Holzer. Holzer left-hand side three on the way. Rattles in. The lefty with the triple. And that's the third Central Cass Squirrel in the scoring column. Up by 4 is Central Cass, their largest lead on our Bank North scoreboard in the opening 3 minutes and change. In the front court, this will be Wilprecht. Wilprecht with the basketball goes behind the back, looking for it on the interior. Bounce pass coming. Here's Christensen. Kick out. Wittich running the key. Answer three off the front iron. No. And Covervig is able to get the rebound, his first. One and done, in something that Matt Norman said on our pregame show. They had to earn the glass. They had to take care of things on the window if they want a chance to win. Holzer, right baseline three. No. Boer, offensive board. This one, teardropper. Covervig, yes. Give Eli the assist and the rebound, and a timeout on the floor. 3:37 left to play in the opening quarter. Central Cass leads it by 6 here on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
The Central Cass Squirrels lead it by 6 here with 3:37 left to play in our opening quarter, thanks in part to second chance opportunities right now and winning the window. Sam Covervig with 5, Holzer with 3, Bussey with 2. That makes up the Squirrels 10. Sargent County with Gavin Christensen and Josh Wittich, both with 2 points. Sargent County has to get it across for the 10. They do with Hanson right-hand side. Central Cass, little amoeba defense here, but they're looking to really help early. It's off of whose knee? And well, they're going to say it's going to be off of Fletcher Wilprecht. That time after the timeout, Matt Norman goes a little bit changing it up on the defensive side. Grady Wielander, the 6'1 junior, will check in, averaging 4 points and 3 rebounds. So the game within the game, after going a little man-to-man defense, that time going a little more matchup zone after the timeout. Bussey, 14-footer, got it. Mason Bussey now 4 points and a rebound in the Squirrels. It's their largest lead of the game here at 8. Sargent County, where can they go offensively? Martinson, Wilprecht back to Luke in the front court. Martinson looking for a ball screen from Wielander. Takes one. Wielander looking for it on the roll. Nothing there up top. Christensen. Left-hand side of Fletcher. Wilprecht bounce pass to Christensen, and will have a reacher on the hold of Chase Bachmeyer. A 6' junior will pick up his first and the team's second. Bachmeyer into the contest after the timeout, averaging 3 points per game. Boer, Wiersma on the floor as well. This one goes inside. Nice little shovel pass with Christensen. Give Fletcher Wilprecht the assist. Christensen now leads the Bulldogs with 4. Right-hand side, Holzer. Holzer going hard down the paint. Spins, hangs, shoots, and almost gets the end one. I'll see if it's on Wittich, as it looks like he got enough of the body there, and that's going to be who it's on. Wittich will pick up his first and the team's first, and at the free throw line is a 67% free throw shooter on the season in Holzer. Holzer, first free throw up and in. Substitution into the contest. Colton Cadoon, the 6' junior, will check in for Sargent County. Coming back on the floor here for Central Cass, you got Eli with Covervig. Returns. Holzer goes 2 of 2 from the line, and Holzer will check out of the game as Carter Maggio, the 6'4 junior, will check into the contest. Sargent County a week ago tonight lost in Wahpeton against the Kindred Vikings, held to a season low 47 points. As Kindred won 57-47, that was the second meeting between the two in a non-region contest. While also at the Bonanza, Central Cass took care of Tri-State 86-53. It's been a full week for both of these teams on their last contest. Bounce pass inside. Wielander gets mugged. Wielander will go to the free throw line to shoot two as the Bulldogs are starting to work it in the paint the last two possessions. Carter Maggio will pick up his first and the team's third as Wielander, 7 of 8 on the season from the free throw line, will be shooting two. Grady, first one, got the first. Bulldogs now with 3 different players in the scoring column and a football score, 14-7. Free throw opportunity. Number 2 upcoming here for Wielander. That one's going to rattle in. Speaking of football, next season these two teams are region rivals. Sargent County going down to 9-man. Central Cass will stay 11-man football in the fall of 2023. Coverbig with it, left of the key, doesn't take the ball screen, crosses over, gets the 10 off the window for 2. Good looking move by Sam Coverbig now with 7 points and a rebound for Central Cass. Martinson trying to get by Coverbig here. Right-hand side with it now to Wilprecht. Fletcher, top of the key. Nice shovel pass to Christensen. Christensen looks to spin. Ball gets skipped. Right-hand side. This from deep. Martinson, it was halfway down. No. Christensen on the inside, and we're going to get a jump ball as the arrow will favor Central Cass. Good job by Cadoon. He was the one dark jersey in 3 white jerseys as he was able to get his hands on the basketball. Just the arrow pointed towards the Squirrels. Squirrels lead it by 8 here with 90 seconds left to play in our opening quarter on our Bank North scoreboard. Wilprecht trying to get the steal. Nothing there, Coverbig. Sam Coverbig takes the ball screen, right wing. Coverbig going hard down the paint, off the mark, no good. Rebound on the backside, and Wielander, Grady able to rip that one away for the rebound. Martinson goes the other side. Martinson hard down the paint for the end one, and count it. It'll either be on Holzer or Maggio. The foul will be on Carter, his second and the team's fourth, and the and one opportunity for Luke Martinson. That's his first field goal of the evening. Back to a 2-possession contest here as we're nearing the last couple of possessions of the opening quarter. Free throw attempt is up and good. Martinson now with 3 points. Sargent County doing well to get back in transition. Something that Ryan Weber said they had to do was limit the Squirrels in the transition game and allow their defense to get set. Ball goes left-hand side. Bachmeyer, he's got his own zip code. Left wing 3, no. Rebound underneath. That'll be to Colton Cadoon. Cadoon then in the backcourt. Martinson finds an outlet up the far sideline to Wilprecht. A bucket to cut it to a 1-possession game here late in the first quarter. Fletcher takes a ball screen inside to Martinson off his hands on a turnover. Now it's to Holzer. Speaking of transition, Holzer to the 10. Off the mark, no. Ball gets tapped out, and Wielander comes up with his second board. Sargent County wants to go the other way. Gavin Christensen hanging, shooting, shots off the mark, and a board on the way to Holzer. Other side here for the Central Cass Squirrels is Coverbig calls out the offense. Coverbig gives it to Bachmeyer. Sargent County now a little man pressure defense. Bachmeyer takes a screen. Bachmeyer almost gets it stolen away here on the interiors. Maggio goes up and count it. Carter Maggio with the end one the other way. Foul will be on Colton Cadoon, his first and the team's second. From a Sargent County point of view, that ball just didn't go far enough the other way to allow Maggio to grab it. Once Carter got it, he went right to the 10. And now a chance to convert the 3-point opportunity. Maggio got it to go. Sargent County here, Wilprecht. Good if it goes. Almost was able to draw iron. After 1 quarter of play on our Bank North scoreboard, it's number 1 Central Cass up by 8 over number 5 Sargent County on your live event.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Your local Castleton agents, Scott Kramer and Tyler Wasleen, wish the Squirrels the best of luck this postseason.
I'd like to thank both Jack and Grayson running the camera for us tonight here in Castleton. Chase Miller with you on this Saturday night. Right now it's a 8-point edge here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Coming up, we'll get to our halftime show brought to you in part by our friends at First Class Mortgage and take a look at the first half numbers and get you set for the Regional 1 Boys Basketball Tournament as that opens up on Tuesday. Near sideline, now it's Hansen. Hansen with it, bounce pass left-hand side for the Bulldogs and Christensen. Double team comes, Hansen back to Christensen here with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Up and over on the pass to Wittich. Wittich leaves it, Wilprecht right of the key, 3 on the way. Off the back iron, no rebound though on the inside. Here goes Martinson, spins on Holzer, but unable to finish. Holzer gets the rebound, goes the other side, and a turnover looking for Verkota. Third turnover on Central Cass and Sargent County now with 4. One thing we've seen after the timeout, both from Ryan Weber and the quarter break, is Matt Norman's gone to a little bit different defense in the half court, more of a zone matchup than the man-to-man defense. We'll see how they stay with it now as they will continue to be out in this zone matchup. Right-hand side, 2-3 zone by the Squirrels. Looking to cut there is Christensen. Nothing there. Inside on the pass from Martinson to Christensen. Nice little low to high, and that'll be Christensen's third field goal of the game. He's got 6. And that's the deficit right now here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Currently up by 6. Right-hand side, Covervig. Covervig will handle it. Looking to take a ball screen. Covervig looking back door. This one going to be up and good. Nice job by the Central Cass Squirrels with Mason Bussey. Bussey now has 6 points. Ball goes to the top of the key here for Sargent County as the Bulldogs will handle it to Wittich. Wittich will come in and then we'll have a reach and foul. Foul will be on the way here by Eli. Eli Boer will pick up his first. This one on the interior. Ball gets to the right-hand side to Wittich. Wittich at the right wing. High post touch. That'll be to Martinson. Martinson back to Wittich here at the top of the key. Hansen to Wilprecht. Wilprecht, left-hand side. Bounce pass interior here for Sargent County. Ball at the right wing. Jumper from 15 for Martinson. Back tab, no. It's going to be a loose ball and a foul here on Sargent County as Covervig hits the deck. Foul will be on Sargent County here with Martinson. That'll be his first and the team's third. As I'll see if we have a substitution or if that was an inadvertent buzzer. I think it's going to double back here to make sure that they have the correct player to see who the foul was on. So far, 3 team fouls with Sargent County, 5 right now for Central Cass. The Squirrels with all 5 timeouts remaining, while for the Bulldogs, they have all 4. Top of the key here is Holzer. Holzer gives it to Covervig at the right wing. Covervig probing, looking, passing, finding. Verkota shooting 3. Got it! Triple on the way for Verkota. That's his first field goal of the evening. Largest lead of the game for the Squirrels here at 11. Right-hand side to Martinson. Martinson rips it through on Bussey. Martinson goes right short corner. There's a steal. Here goes Holzer in transition. Other way, Verkota, little Euro step, throws it up and got the English to go. Verkota with 5 straight here for the Squirrels. Foul will be on Sargent County. That'll be their 4th, and we'll have a timeout on the floor. We'll break as well. Full timeout here with Ryan Weber. Timeout by Nick Hansen, his first, and the team's 4th. It's an and-one opportunity for Verkota when we return on your live event.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
As Vergota goes to the free throw line for the and one opportunity when we come back here, and he's able to get it. So a 14-point edge right now for Central Cass. Sargent County in the front court here with Hansen, right-hand side to Martinson. Martinson with the basketball, right of the key. Vergota there on the guard. Bounce pass to Wittich, back to Luke. Martinson looking to get by Vergota, gets walled off here. Back to Wittich, reverses it left-hand side as this will be a good hands by Chase Bachmeyer. Wielander set to return here for Sargent County as he does. Will Precht will check out. Central Cass trying to go unbeaten throughout the season here. 20-0 in the regular season and 11-0 in Region 1, and a regular season championship is at stake for the Squirrels. Well, for the Bulldogs, it's just as good with a win here tonight. Trying to finish 19-1, win the regular season championship, and finish as a 1 seed. They get the three-pointer off on the miss by Christensen. Rebounded with Holzer, his third of the game. Holzer in the front court. Holzer top of the key, a little hesitation, cross off the window. Can't get it to go. Good looking move though for Holzer. Rebound to Christensen. That's just his first of the game. Christensen is averaging 10 rebounds per contest. Near seared line now, that'll be to Wittich. Wittich takes the ball screen. Wielander reverse it to Hansen. Hansen takes the ball screen here as Central Cass on this 2-3 zone. Right-hand side, nice pass on the way to Wittich. They give it to Christensen. Wittich just kind of slipped from the left to the right on the baseline there and able to finish with 2 points. See if the Bulldogs can mount a little bit of a rally here before the half. Or can Central Cass balloon this lead out a little more? Bachmeyer on the inside, lost it. With it now is Bussey. Ball gets skipped. Eli Boer with it, right-hand side, able to get the ball to the near sideline as that's in the hands of Bussey. Top of the key, 3. That one rattling in for Holzer. Holzer with the triple. He's got his second 3 of the game, and it's the Central Cass Squirrels doubling up the Sargent County Bulldogs right now on our Bank North scoreboard. Dangerous pass. Bussey will handle it, gives it to Bachmeyer to the 10, and we'll have a foul. Bachmeyer will go to the free throw line. We'll see who the fouls on this might be on Hansen. If it is, that'll be his second. And that'll be Nick's second here, and that'll be the team's 5th. And Mason Bussey will go to the free throw line to shoot, that'll be Chase Bachmeyer to the free throw line to shoot. A 59% free throw shooter buries the first. Couple of substitutions for both teams as Colton Cadoon returns here for Sargent County while Vergota is back on the floor, and Wiersma here for the Squirrels. Bachmeyer able to go 2 for 2 from the foul line. Sargent County right-hand side to Martinson. Double team comes here. Martinson will handle it in the backcourt as they're able to save the 10-second violation. And for Coach Ryan Weber, he's had to burn now his 3rd timeout in the opening half. We'll break with them on our Bank North scoreboard. Squirrels up by 17.
This is Bailey Scott, a senior at Fargo Davies High School and the 2022-23 North Dakota High School Activities Association Distinguished Student. Educational athletics, including games like this one, teach a lifetime values such as respect for your opponents, coaches, officials, and classmates. There are few better places than athletic competition to demonstrate respect for others. By your demonstration of respect for those participating and watching today, you underscore that the most important part of high school competition is the people involved and not the game itself. A public service message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association and this radio station.
3:12 left to play before we get to our First Class Mortgage halftime show. Over the last 2.5 minutes of play, it was at one point 27-13, so the Squirrels able to balloon their advantage up, their largest lead of the game at plus 17 right now as we're nearing the half. Left-hand side, Fletcher Wilprecht able to make a nice pass across the way to Christensen. Wiersma taps it out of bounds. Good-looking pass here by Fletcher to Gavin on the inside, just able to finish here for the Bulldogs. But if you look at Sargent County's shot chart this season and throughout these games, they're trying to find ways to get into the paint, make it annoying for teams, pick up some fouls here as Sargent County throughout the years really played with a 7-man rotation here for Coach Weber. Top of the key, Fletcher Wilprecht, right-hand side, Martinson, inside Christensen, little curl hop, and Christensen, do we got a jump ball or a foul? I think we're going to get a foul on the floor. We will. Wiersma will pick up his first. That'll be the team's 6th, so the next one will put Sargent County in the bonus. Christensen been honing the block-to-block, high post to low post here, and they like that matchup with Gavin throughout the season. Martinson uses up that dribble to Wittich. Wittich, top of the key here for the Bulldogs, left wing now to Wilprecht. Fletcher able to curl hop inside the paint. Tough shot from 13 feet, no good. Rebound gets tossed to 4 and 1 up by Verkota. His first. Kavervig will bring this one to front court now for Central. Cast to Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer to Kavervig. Sam. Little one-on-one action here for Sam. Sam gets the paint, gets a shot off, and gets the shooter's roll to go. They clear out one side of the floor, and they say the senior to Sam Kavervig, go to work. Found his spot, 10-footer in the paint. Other side here is Wittich. Wittich almost stepped out of bounds on the sideline, and now we'll have a foul and we'll have a bonus. Martinson will go to the free throw line to shoot the make one to get one variety. Central Cass will pick up the foul here. That'll be the second on Wiersma in this quarter alone. And Martinson, a 61% free throw shooter, goes to line. The Bulldogs held to just 4 points in this quarter so far, and this is going to be their first free throw attempt in the second quarter after shooting 3 free throws in the first quarter. This one is off the mark. Rebound. Out of play here is Wiersma. So out of play, and now it's going to be a fresh 35 for the Bulldogs here. Congrats goes to both girls basketball teams as well. Central Cass winning the Region 1 title last night. Sargent County taking 4th place in Region 1. 2 teams had a lot of success on both the boys and girls basketball seasons this season. Martinson shot goes up, partially blocked by Holzer after a really nice touch pass by Christensen. But the Bulldogs, they've just been ice cold here in this second quarter, unfortunately, for Coach Weber and Sargent County. Left-hand side is Bachmeyer. Chase, little hesitation dribble. Chase to the paint, off the rim, and we'll have a foul as Bachmeyer will go to the free throw line. Foul will be on Grady. That'll be Wielander's first, the team's 6th. On the free throw line's going to be Chase Bachmeyer here as he'll go to the line to shoot 3 for Central Cass. Bachmeyer, first of 3, is up and good. Eli Boer will check back into the game here. Free throw attempt number 2. The Squirrels so far with 16 points in this quarter after having 19 in the first, and now make it 17. This is a situation where no team wants to be this season as Carter Verkota will check in. On his Class B boys basketball pool had Central Cass 1, 4 wins, Minnewacan 2 with Bishop Bryan 3, Shiloh 4, and Sargent County rounding off your top 5. Sargent County right now with Fletcher Wilprecht. Leaves it left-hand side to Wittich. Wittich, left wing with the basketball. Looking, finds Fletcher. Right of the key, 3 off the back tie-up. No good. Rebound to Verkota, his second of the quarter. Verkota in the front court now. Leaves it to Kavervig, right of the key, 3. That one rattling off the mark, and a board to Martinson. And there's going to be a foul here as there'll be a 1-and-1 the other way. Verkota picks up his first and the team's 8th. That's one where if you're Matt Norman, you'll live with again, just the consistent pressure defensively. You don't like it, however, because it was on the other side of the court. And that'll allow Martinson now with the clock stopped to go to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1. Martinson makes the front end of this one. Second free throw attempt on the way here for Luke. As Martinson toes the stripe. Both are good. Martinson now 3 of 4 from the free throw line here tonight. Central Cass with Kavervig to Bussey. Bussey lost it, and good defense on the way for Sargent County with Christensen. The winner of this game will be the 1 seed and play a week from Monday on March the 6th at 3 o'clock. The loser will be the 2 seed, and on March the 6th they would play at 6 o'clock down at the Blickery in Wahpeton. Holzer, high post touch, leaves it now. This one Verkota, right-hand side back to Cole. Cole with the offensive charge, it looks like. Here will be on Holzer, and it is an offensive charge here on Holzer. His first and the team's ninth. Good job by the Bulldogs getting outside the cylinder there and able to get the offensive call here on Holzer. That could maybe be a little bit of the spark that Sargent County is looking for before we get to the half. Wittich lost it for a moment. Christensen, and then we'll have an inadvertent trip, and this foul will be on Mason Bussey, his first and the team's 10th. So Central Cass's 10 fouls, but just 2 on Wiersma, 2 on Maggio, everybody else with just 1. Free throw opportunity here for Gavin Christensen, a 42% free throw shooter. And Christensen misses the first. Second one on the way here for Gavin. Christensen goes 0 of 2 from the line. Rebound here to Holzer. That'll be his 4th. Central Cass can hold for the final shot of the half if they desire. Kavervig trying to get the steal here is Christensen. Kavervig left-hand side of Rakota. And Sam will get the ball right back. Sam with 10 seconds. Sam crossing over left to right, goes back door, finds Bussey. Shot gets blocked by Wittich. Now it's going to be to Christensen. Christensen tries to get the half-court shot off and got it! Christensen got the 3 points here, and that is good. 36-20. The jumper by Christensen is good, and now it's 9 points for Gavin. Sargent County gets the 2/3 quarter shot to go, and maybe that'll be the little bit of a shot in the arm that Sargent County needed before we get to the half. 36-20, Central Cass on our Bank North scoreboard here on YourLiveEvent.com.
For more than 60 years, Dagelman Industries has been known for building high-quality, tough farm machinery. We are currently looking to hire multiple production positions including machinists, welders, assemblers, fabricators, and more. Dagelman Industries offers competitive wages, benefits, and profit sharing. If you're interested in joining this great team, visit dagelman.com and apply directly on our website, or stop by and visit us in Hillsboro. Dagelman, engineered tough.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
At the half on our Bank North scoreboard, it's the Central Cass Squirrels 36, the Sargent County Bulldogs 20 here on YourLiveEvent.com. Take a look at the first half numbers. Central Cass 19 points in the first quarter, while for 17 points in the second. The Sargent County Bulldogs 11 points in the first quarter and 9 points in the second. This halftime show is brought to you in part by our friends at First Class Mortgage. They're more than just their company name. It's the way that they handle business. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing your existing mortgage, their dedicated team takes the time to understand your financial situation. For more information, go online to firstclasscorp.com. That's firstclasscorp.com. As we continue here with some of the team numbers, Sargent County and Central Cass, the Squirrels 6 players in the scoring column. So far in this game, Central Cass has 4 threes, and they're 8 of 8 from the free throw line with 6 players in the scoring column. Sargent County right now with 4 players in the scoring column, 5 of 8 from the stripe with 1 made triple. That 2/3 shot by Gavin Christensen. Sargent County 6 turnovers. Well, for Central Cass, they currently have 3. Central Cass individually led by the 9 points of Sam Combervig. Cole Holzer has 8. 6 points then for Carter Verkota and Mason Bussey. 4 points for Chase Bachmeyer and 3 points for Carter Maggio. Sargent County led by the 9 points of Gavin Christensen. 5 points with Luke Martinson. 4 points with Wittich and 2 points with Grady Wheelander. Sargent County again 9 with Christensen. Central Cass led by the 9 of Sam Combervig. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, take a look at what's going on with the Region 1 Boys Basketball Tournament, pairings and more. That's all to come here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter! Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on YourLiveEvent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Kate's Kennels, located in Castleton, North Dakota. We offer boarding for all of your furry companions. Whether you're going on vacation or you have an emergency, we are here for you. We know they are a member of your family, and we will treat them as if they were one of our own. Kennel tours are always welcome. Check us out on Facebook at Kate's Kennels or visit our website at kateskennels.com. Give us a call at 701-347-4176 for all your furry friend boarding needs.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
And the half brought to you in part by First Class Mortgage. Chase Miller with you here on YourLiveEvent.com as we get ready for second half of action here in a moment here on YourLiveEvent.com between the Bulldogs and alongside the Sargent County Bulldogs and the Central Cass Squirrels. Taking a look at the Region 1 basketball tournament. Number 8 seed Weimar Lidgerwood against a 9 seed Northern Cass. Number 5 Hankinson will go up against number 12 Enderlin. Richland, the 7, goes up against the number 10 seed Lisbon. Maple Rivers, the 6 seed against the 11 Tri-State. These will be the 1 and 2 seeds. The 3 is Kindred, and the 4 will be Fargo Oak Grove. We'll take a quick break. We're back after this with second half action next on your live event.
If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, Natick, Page, and Castleton. Or view our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We are less than 90 days until spring planting. 90 days. Are you ready? Is your maintenance plan in place? Do you have parts on hand? Are any upgrade options decided on and purchased? We can help. Spring will be here before you know it, and we will help you meet the challenge. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com.
Team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Here it's way more hands-on. The college has better equipment than the shop I'm at now. Like, you name it, they got it. You get to use your tools and your hands a lot more. My name is Sean, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
As we come back here, that does it for a halftime show, brought to you in part by our friends at First Class Mortgage here on yourliveevent.com on this contest between the Squirrels and alongside the Bulldogs. Chase Miller, join you here for this contest. Thanks so much for tuning into high school athletics on this game. Left wing three on the way by Convervig's going to be off the mark. Rebound on the way here for Wittich. Wittich gets his second rebound, and now for the Sargent County Bulldogs, we'll see where they go going up against this club here. Three-pointer is going to be up, and that one's going to be off the mark. Put back is good for two here for Wittich. Wittich now has 6. Ball's going to be top of the key here to Holzer. Holzer's going to drive. Put back, no. Rebound, third time, no. Board underneath here, block shot. Now it's going to be in the hands and out of play and towards the Sargent County Bulldogs. So Holzer was padding stats there a little bit with the rebounds, just unable to finish, and ball will be out of play. Sargent County, exactly what you at least need to keep yourself in this game going in the fourth quarter, because if Central Cass would open up this half on like a 10-2 run, they could go up for the knockout punch in the third quarter. But for the Bulldogs, if they go on a 6-0, 8-0 run, they're right back in this contest. And it's a little mini run right now, a 4-0 run here for the Bulldogs. Left-hand side, ball gets skipped. Here's Holzer. Holzer's able to spin, works on the inside, ball gets blocked away, and now it's going to be with Sargent County with Fletcher Wilprecht. With it, Martinson left-hand side to Fletcher. Fletcher takes the ball screen. Ball gets skipped up top to Hansen. Hansen here at the top of the key will work with the basketball. Right-hand side hard to the paint. Bounce pass to Martinson. Martinson looks for a little Euro step inside the paint. Shots off the mark, and Holzer gets his 8th rebound. 8 points, 8 boards for Holzer. With it, busting between the rings, now to Convervig. Convervig, driving kick, Holzer. Thought about a 3, able to spin on the inside off the window for 2. Holzer now has a bucket in every quarter here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Ball will be at the top of the key here, as this one will be right-hand side with Martinson. Back to Fletcher Wilprecht. Wilprecht, hedge, bounce pass, interior, Bulldogs. Unable to get that one to go, but second chance opportunity is good for Wittich. Wittich now with 8 points and 3 rebounds as the Bulldogs see that deficit cut down back to 12. Kavervig right wing. Kavervig now to Holzer. Holzer bounce pass to Wiersma, left-hand side. Bussey, left pocket, 3! Tickles the twine. Mason Bussey now with 9. And a foul here. This one will be with the aforementioned Bussey. That'll be his second, team's first. So foul coming across the way, and mark this for those of you scoring at home. A 15-point edge here for Central Cass in this third quarter. Martinson, right of the key. Martinson on the baseline. Tries to get it away from a double team here. Bounce past Wittich, now to Wilprecht. High post on the touch. And we'll have a traveling violation here on Gavin. Turnover number 7 on Sargent County. Bulldogs with already 3 timeouts taken for Coach Weber. All for the Central Cass Squirrels. They got all 5 in their back pocket. Kavervig, right-hand side, takes the ball screen. Edge here by Martinson. Kavervig goes to the paint. There's a traveling violation here for Central Cass. Wieslander set to return for the Squirrels. Well, for Sargent County. Well, for the Squirrels, they've played with the lead. We were tied ever so briefly in the first quarter, and since then it's really been wire to wire so far here tonight for Central Cass. Left-hand side is Christensen. Stop, pop, right baseline triple. Wittich off the front iron, couldn't get it, and a foul here on the way. It'll be on Gavin Christensen. Give Verkota the rebound. Christensen picks up his first, and that'll be the team's first of this second half. Central Cass now will handle it with Bussey. Bussey walks it up right-hand side to Kavervig. Kavervig takes the ball screen, looking for it on the interior. Kavervig here, right of the key. Uses it right-hand side, and that'll be a turnover. Back-to-back turnovers here for Central Cass. As Chase Bachmeyer will check in, and Matt Norman wants a timeout. We'll break with him. 4:07 left to play in the third quarter. Central Cass leads it by 15 points.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
Make sure you stay tuned to our post-game show. We'll hear from the winning head coach and some of the particular players in this one. That's all still to come here. 4:07 left to play in the third quarter. First time out for Central Cass and Matt Norman. For Sargent County, Fletcher Wilprecht. Bounce pass to Wittich. Wittich in the front court here at the top of the key. Gives the ball back to Fletcher. Fletcher looking for the ball screen. They come on the hedge, and good job by Eli there, forcing Fletcher to come back around the horn with it. And that'll be a turnover here on the Sargent County Bulldogs, their second of the half. And now Sargent County just got to find a way to try to get it to 10 points before the quarter. That's what they're going to be looking for here if they can for Central Cass. It's how much can you balloon the lead with the last 3 minutes and change before the final 8 minutes. Bachmeyer able to go inside the paint, off the mark. No putback, no for Verkota with the tip and score. Verkota 8 points and 4 rebounds here. Sargent County trailing it by 17. Kavervig gets a steal. Other way goes Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer, block shot on the way for Wilprecht, and there's another block shot by Wittich. But we're going to have a foul here on Wittich. Josh will pick up his first and the team's second. 2 free throws upcoming here for Central Cass and Eli Boer. A 40% free throw shooter at the line to shoot 2. Boer, first free throw attempt is off the rim. Substitution, Luke Martinson and Colton Cadoon will check in, as Fletcher Wilprecht will check out, and Wittich will check out as well. Free throw opportunity number 2 on the way here for Eli. Got the second. So now 9 of 10 from the free throw line is Central Cass. Up by 18 points right now. Largest lead of this second half, and Bachmeyer is going to pick up a reach, his second and the team's second. Regular season finale, not just in these two teams, but also Region 1 here. After Enderlin and Kindred played earlier this afternoon, this is the final regular season game. And we'll get to the play-in on Tuesday, and a week from Monday, the quarterfinals. Martinson, right wing three, going to be off the mark. Holzer with the rebound, outlet pass in a hurry. This one goes across the paint to Bachmeyer. Can't get it to go after the pass by Boer, and a rebound by Cadoon the other way. Sargent County hard to the paint, right-handed layup for 2 is Hanson. That's Nick's first bucket of the evening. Sargent County will look to get a little run brewing from that. Verkota right-hand side, Bulldogs in this 2-3 zone. Holzer with the basketball, throws one up. Lossick gets the ball back, spins. Baby Hook got it to go. The Sargent County fans wanted to travel. Nothing was granted there. Holzer now with 12 points for the Central Cass Squirrels. Hanson brings in the front court. Right-hand side is Cadoon. Cadoon baseline. Grady, right pocket. 3! Wheelander gets the triple. Wheelander now has 5. Right-hand side for Central Cass. This one will go to the top to Verkota. Verkota with the basketball. A block shot, but we're going to have a foul here with Martinson. Martinson's going to pick up the foul. That'll be Luke's second, the team's third, and 2 shots upcoming here for Verkota. Verkota, a 65.5% free throw shooter here on the season. At the free throw line to shoot the pair, and he buries the first. Second free throw attempt on the way here for Verkota, as Wheelander will check out. Also with him is Hanson. As the Bulldogs returning back on the floor is Will Precht alongside with Wittich after a quick breather. Back on the floor here for Central Cass Squirrels. And they'll bring Carter Maggio back on the floor. Free throw attempt number 2 is good by Verkota, as he will get subbed out for, and Covervig will come in. Senior night here this evening for Central Cass as they honored their statisticians, team managers. Also Sam Covervig, Mason Bussey, Owen Wiersma, and then their foreign exchange student from Norway and Alexander Vibe as well. Honored them earlier in the game and trying to send them off on a high note here for their final game inside this gym. Hanging, shooting, spinning, and whirling it in is Gavin Christensen inside. Christensen now with a team high 13 points. The Bulldogs. Boer trying to answer, and he gets it. Eli Boer with the triple. He's got 4. Left-hand side, Covervig tries to get a steal. Martinson in the front court now in the hands of Fletcher Wilprecht. Wilprecht, left-hand side of Cadoon with 80 seconds in the third quarter, and we're going to get an offensive charge. Cadoon will pick up his second. That'll be the team's 4th. I think what Ryan Weber is asking if that was in the semicircle or not. But it's going to be an offensive charge here. Ball will be awarded to the Central Cass Squirrels. So right now Central Cass up by 16 at the half. They've added to that right now, up by 18 points. Central Cass left-hand side with it. They skip it to Covervig. Covervig with the basketball, 3-pointer off the mark, no good. Rebound coming down to Sargent County. Gavin Christensen with the second. Let's become a little bit more of a physical basketball game in this second half. Martinson will have a foul here, and this foul will be on the floor. And Carter Maggio's third and the team's third. As they'll inbound it here on the baseline for the Bulldogs. Sargent County's got some work ahead of them, down by 18 points, but there's still time. Trying to finish on the third quarter on a high note here with Wittich, and Wittich gets fouled as he went to the rim. Josh will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. We'll see who the foul's on, as this one's going to come across on Maggio. That'll be Carter's 4th. And the free throw line will be Wittich. Wittich, a 45% free throw shooter on the season, at the line to shoot 2 for the Bulldogs. Buries the first. Boer will check in for Maggio here. Both teams with 4 fouls right now in this second half. Second free throw attempt on the way for Wittich is up, and it's good. 10 points now for Whittage as he joins Gavin Christensen in the double-digit category. The Bulldogs, 4 of their 5 starters average double digits throughout the season. Boer open, left of the key, 3, he's got another one. Eli with 7 points in the quarter, his second 3 here of quarter number 3. Martinson uses up that dribble, leaves it to Whittage. Whittage crossing over right to left, high, teardropper got it to go, and we'll have a timeout for Ryan Weber. So Ryan Weber wants a timeout here, and we'll break with him. With 26.5 left in the third quarter, Central Cass on our Bank North scoreboard leads it by 17.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow in the new space and move forward with excellence.
So that's going to be the second to last time out for head coach Ryan Weber and the Sargent County Bulldogs here as we're getting to the final potential possession of this quarter to boot as well here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Squirrels up by 17 on our Bank North scoreboard as they offer the perfect sync for your busy life with their online banking and mobile app. You can take them wherever you go and handle your banking requests anytime for all of your accounts. Member FDIC and proud supporter of their communities is Bank North with our scoreboard sponsor. For Central Cass here, they will handle it up and over on the full court press with Holzer, and that'll be a foul with Whittage. Whittage is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his third and the team's fifth. And now we're going to get to the point where free throws are going to add into this fourth quarter of play. This one will go to left-hand side, Boer. Boer with the basketball, gives it to Holzer. Holzer looking for a teammate, finds Wiersma, right-hand side out of Kavervig, as Kavervig will pull it back out and give it to Bussey. We'll see what they call offensively here. Looks like a horn set. Bussey takes a screen out of Kavervig. Kavervig looking for it, finds Boer. Left wing three-pointer on the way, partially blocked, and that's how we'll end our third quarter of play. After 3 quarters of play on our Bank North scoreboard, it's 54-37 Squirrels over Sargent County here on your live event.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Final 8 minutes of regulation here in this regular season Region 1 Boys Basketball Championship between Sargent County and Central Cass. Winner earns the number 1 seed as well going to the region tournament and finishes Region 1 play a perfect 11-0. Underhand reverse here by Whittage is off the iron. Rebound comes away here to Sam Kavervig. And for Central Cass right now, time is on their side. And if they can milk some possessions, take the open shot when it's there, but if they can get it to 15-10, a lot of times it's going to be a road to hoe here for Sargent County as we're going to have a foul with Fletcher Wilprecht. His first to team sixth, and 2 free throws on the way for Carter Verkota. Free throw opportunity here for Carter with 12 points in the game. So far, Verkota, these will be 4 and 5 free throw opportunities, and Verkota now 4 of 4 from the stripe. Central Cass has been awfully shooting it well from the line. 12 of 13 from the free throw line here tonight. Verkota buries the next one now at 12. Full court pressure defense continues here as Sargent County will bring this one, and they're able to get it now to Cadoon. Cadoon in the front court, lost it. It's still loose underneath. This will be Christensen on the right block, looking for it to Martinson. Martinson up and off the front iron, no. Luke able to stay with it for a moment, and then we're going to have a foul here as Holzer also hit the deck hard. A foul will be on Luke Martinson, his third, and that'll be the team's 7th, and we'll go the other way to shoot the bonus, and we'll be in the 1-1 from here on out for Central Cass. Mason Bussey will tab the stripe. Bussey, this will be his first free throw attempt of the evening. Still to come, we'll get to our post-game show brought to you in part by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Final numbers and take a look at our players of the game. That and more coming up on our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show. Bussey hits free throw attempt number 1. Second free throw attempt is up and good as well. So Bussey, 11 points here as Central Cass, it's their largest lead on our Bank North scoreboard at 21. Sargent County in the front court here. They'll handle it with Cadoon. Now Wittich, left of the key, Martinson. Bulldogs need it off the front iron, no. Martinson able to stay with it, backing his defender down, and we'll have a foul here on the floor. Martinson with 5 points and 3 rebounds. Foul will come across here on Sam Covervig, his second and the team's 5th. Bulldogs to inbound the basketball as they handle it with Wittich inside, and Wittich will get fouled. Nice little slip move there by Wittich, faking that he was going to go up past the free throw line, then quickly just cut right back. Saw little Seaman took advantage. Boer will pick up his second, the team's 6th, and Wittich goes back to the free throw line. 12 points and a handful of rebounds for Wittich, and we'll keep him at 12 here on the night. Sargent County now 7 of 11 from the free throw line as a team. Free throw opportunity number 2 upcoming here for the Bulldogs. And that one's rattling out. Rebound, though, one here for Gavin Christensen. Christensen, pass gets returned by Holzer, but right to a teammate. Jumper's going to be off the mark by Cadoon, and it'll be a last touch by Sargent County and Christensen. So a little helter-skelter last 70 seconds of play, but the Bulldogs have been held scoreless so far early on in this fourth quarter. Well, for Central Cass, they've been able to go 4 for 4 from the free throw line. The Bulldogs will continue to play and right down the wire no matter what the score is, as we're seeing it right there with Wittich on the rebound after the loose ball. Christensen just is an energizer bunny here for the Bulldogs, watching him play. Martinson going hard down the paint off the window for 2. Martinson first field goal in the quarter. He's got 7, and Sargent County will need a lot more of that. Points quickly in transition and see if they can cut this down to as quickly as they can, 15-10 and under, but this doesn't help as they go the other side, and Holzer with the end one. And Central Cass, they've just had the answer throughout tonight. Wittich is going to pick up the foul. It'll be his 4th and the team's 8th as Holzer goes for the end one. Cole with 14 points on the evening to lead the floor. He has scored in every quarter and working on a double-double. 14 points and 9 rebounds here for Holzer. Free throw opportunity for Cole. The lefty misses. Rebound tipped out with Wittich here for the Bulldogs. Sargent County right now will handle it with Fletcher Wilprecht. Wilprecht crossing over. Leaves it left-hand side. Going to the 10 is Wittich. And Wittich with a downhill mentality with him and Martinson. These last 2 field goals for Sargent County. That little transition game. Holzer backdoor off the hands of Wiersma, and they get the turnover. But that little transition game here for Sargent County, our Central Cass can't get that quick little set. You don't even need to do much more than a reversal, and they've just went right to the 10 and looking to attack. Fletcher Wilprecht here, guarded by Verkota. Wilprecht, double team comes. Fletcher in the front court, as this will be to Hansen. Hansen on the Squirrels emblem. Able to handle this one, crossing over right to left, uses up that dribble, and we'll have a traveling violation here on Hansen. That'll be his 10th turnover of the game for Sargent County as a team. We'll have the Region 1 Boys Basketball Tournament coming up on YourLiveEvent.com. The same up in Region 2 as well in March, and the EDC Boys and Girls Basketball Tournament next week. So if you're a fan of hoops in North Dakota, we got you covered. Verkota, left baseline 3, rattle it in. Vercoda now with 15 points. That's his second made three, and that could be an early dagger here in the fourth quarter. Sargent County go on the other side. Right wing now to Fletcher Wilprecht. Wilprecht on the baseline here. A little 5-out cut and pass for the Bulldogs to Wielander. Grady with it, already with a three-pointer here tonight. Looks for Martinson. Martinson's going to go hard to the paint, and he gets fouled. Got undercut with Owen Wiersma, and Martinson gets the end one. Wiersma will pick up his third, team seventh, and Martinson now a chance to get to double digits with a three-point opportunity. Mason Bussey will return here for Central Cass. Sargent County to the free throw line to shoot the and one here for Martinson. Free throw is up, and that'll rattle out. Put back, though, by Wittich is good. Nice looking play by Wittich, and how about that? 4 points in a matter of moments here in Castleton. Still, though, when you look up, it's an 18-point deficit. Vercoda reverse pivots, left-hand side Bussey, and Bussey thought better of a three. Then the lane opens up. Bussey shot fake, got his man up, and it will be Hansen or Wittich. I think it might be Nick who picks up the foul here on the inside, and it is. Hansen's going to pick up his third, the team's ninth. Into the free throw line is Bussey. 4 of 5 in the quarter is Central Cass from the charity stripe. Free throw opportunity is off the front iron. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming, as this one will be for Bussey. Second is up and good. So Bussey goes 3 of 4 from the free throw line as the Bulldogs trailing it by 19 points. Martinson left-hand side, that'll be to Nick Hansen. Hansen back to Martinson here at the top of the key. Luke fakes the dribble handoff going to the paint. Nice. As it opens up here, everybody went with the handoff coming through, and the Bulldogs, I like how they're playing here in the fourth quarter as they continue to attack. Vercoda, and they almost get the steal the other way. They're going to call the timeout here with Matt Norman. So Matt Norman and Central Cass will get the timeout. Otherwise, they've been awfully close to a steal and score for Sargent County. We'll break with them. 4:16 left to play in the final 60 seconds. It's the Central Cass Squirrels up by 17 on our Bank North scoreboard.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator.
Timeout on the floor here. The Central Cass Squirrels lead it by 17 points on YourLiveEvent.com here tonight in Castleton in the regular season finale again between Central Cass and the Sargent County Bulldogs. Still to come, we'll get to our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show. Love your ride at Tommy's Express. Sign up on the app or the Google Play Store for your first month of unlimited washing and make Tommy's Express Car Wash part of your clean routine with 2 locations in Fargo and 2 in Moorhead. Central Cass, top of the key. This will be with Bussey, right-hand side to Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer gives it back to Bussey here, 15-footer right at the free throw line and buries it. Mason Bussey now with 5 in the quarter, 14 in the game here for Mason. Right on senior night, and top of that as well here for the Squirrels. Hansen in the front court to Martinson. Luke Martinson has just been a magnet to the tin here in this fourth quarter. He gets the ball, and he is going right to the semicircle, and he has been rewarded with another and one opportunity. Foul will be on Maggio. His night will be complete. Maggio will finish with 3 points with that and one opportunity back in the first quarter. It's going to the free throw line will be Martinson. Martinson with 13 points on the evening, and he's got 8 of them in this quarter. Free throw attempt is off the mark. Rebound off the hands of Christensen to Hansen. Hansen top of the key to Fletcher Wilprecht. Wilprecht the left-hand side to Wittich. Wittich backing his defender down, getting to the 10. Right-handed finger roll layup for Wittich. Wittich now with 3 field goals here. This one almost a steal with Fletcher Wilprecht. Other side off the window for Mason Bussey, good for 2. Mason Bussey's had the answer here in this quarter for the Central Cass Squirrels, but kind of like the downhill mentality and the points and paint touches we're seeing from Sargent County. Bulldog fans are saying, where was this in the first half? That just the ability to get to the rim. Wittich will have a traveling violation. And something that we saw in the first half from Central Cass, that little 2-3 matchup zone got them a little off rhythm from a defensive point of view here for Central Cass against Sargent County's offense. In this second half, we've just really seen more of a man pressure defense, but you can tell that Martinson, Wittich, Christensen, these guys, their main mentality is to get to the paint as much as they can. And there's a steal. Hansen, then a foul on the way for Verkota. So turnover on Central Cass, and we'll go the other way for a bonus opportunity, as it'll be still the front end of a 1-and-1 as Hansen goes to the line. Hansen on the season 9 of 18 from the free throw line, and he's got a make one to get one opportunity now for Sargent County. Free throw is up and off the back, no good. Rebound comes down, and this will be to Eli Boer, and then we'll have, I think, a timeout here for Matt Norman in the Central Cass Squirrels. Or do we have a foul before that? And we have a foul. So Hansen will be called for the foul, his for team's 10th, and we'll go the other side and shoot 2. This will be with Verkota. Verkota with 15 points right now. We'll go to the free throw line for the 2-shot bonus. Free throw attempt on the first. That'll miss. Second free throw attempt on the way here for the Squirrels, trying to put a perfect bow on the regular season and finish 20-0 as he's able to make the second. And here's a timeout with Matt Norman. 2:56 left to play here in the fourth quarter. We'll take a quick break with him. It's the Central Cass Squirrels up by 18.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
This could very well be the final last meeting between the Bulldogs and the Squirrels as region rivals, as next year Central Cass makes the jump to Class A, will be in the middle division of the 3-class system. While for the Sargent County Bulldogs, they'll stay in Class B, will be in District 1 with the folks and likes of the Maple River Raiders, Hankinson Pirates, Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds, and we'll get some teams that haven't been in Region 1 or District 1. When you take a look back in years from 7-8 years ago, when District 1 play was still a thing in Region 1 and District 2, that is. Boer with the block shot here, but he's out of play. Or do we have a foul? I think we're going to get a foul here on Fletcher Wilprecht. Fletcher's going to pick up his second, and we'll get 2 shots working with it now for the Central Cass Squirrels. Boer, 7 points in the third quarter, and when he gets going, he can be a sniper here for Matt Norman and the Squirrels. A guy that just feels like he's got unlimited range. Free throw here by Eli is good. Second free throw attempt upcoming here for Boer, trying to get to 71. Free throw is up, and it's good. So Boer goes 2 of 2 from the line. This will be the most points that Sargent County has given up in a contest. The previous high was 68 against EKM on January the 14th. Little slip pass on the interior, off the window, good for 2 for Christensen. Gavin now scored in every quarter. He's got 15. Backcourt for Central Cass to Verkota. Verkota at the left wing. Double team comes, rips it through now to Covervig. Covervig, heady player as a senior, just looking, kind of waiting for that defense to come at him. Otherwise, he'll just kind of hold on to the basketball and say, I'll take it down to single digits before we even worry about trying to attack. Inside Verkota. Verkota double team comes and trying to get the steal, and they will with Fletcher Wilprecht. Bulldogs now in transition. We've seen them had success here in this second half on this kind of transition, kind of offense. Christensen tries to get the loose ball on the inside, does. Interior, Wittich, teardropper, good to go. Wittich with his 4th field goal of the quarter. He's got 20 points now on the night to lead the floor. Covervig will handle it the other way, but time is not on the side here of Sargent County. Mason Bussey, right-hand side, Holzer to Covervig. Covervig and the Squirrels have been used to doing this season. Just continue to play keep away here late in the fourth quarter. Holzer, right wing, baseline Verkota. Verkota with it, skips it across the way to Wiersma. Wiersma shovels a pass, and there's a steal as this will go in the hands of Hansen. Hansen double teamed immediately in the half court and getting the steal going the other side now is Bussey. Right-handed scoop and score and count it. Mason Bussey, have yourself a quarter, sir. Bussey with 9 in the quarter, 18 in the game on senior night, and a chance to put a bow on it here on the free throw line. Foul will come on Hansen. He'll finish with his 5th personal foul and foul out with 2 points on the night. Both teams will make a handful of substitutions as Christensen is still on the floor with Martinson, Kadoon, Wielander, and Fletcher Wilprecht. Well, Bachmeyer comes back on the game. You also have Jacob Thompson, the 6'2 sophomore. Free throw opportunity is up and good here for Mason Bussey. Right-hand side now for Sargent County. Fletcher right to the key 3, able to get it to go. Fletcher Wilprecht, that's just his first field goal of the game. A guy that was averaging 15 points coming in. Other side of the floor. Bachmeyer block shot here by Luke Martinson. Central Cass will bring the seniors out here on senior night as we'll have a 30-second timeout, but we're going to keep it here. This is to honor the seniors for head coach Matt Norman. Jason Aram will check into the game. They'll bring a couple of other ones, but this will be the last time for Covervig and Mason Bussey and Owen Wiersma playing on the floor. While for the Sargent County Bulldogs, we have a couple of seniors in their back pocket as well that have had really good careers with Fletcher Wilprecht, as we're seeing Gavin Christensen here in the starting lineup as well. So this is by no means the end of the season for the Sargent County Bulldogs. They'll drop their last 2 games in Wahpeton against Kindred and then against the Central Cass Squirrels. And with how the bracket's going to look like, Sargent County could have a rematch potentially with the Kindred Vikings, barring what happens in the quarterfinals. And also if they can get past their quarterfinal round opponent. With this result, Central Cass will be the 1 seed, play the winner of Weimar Lidgerwood Northern Cass in the quarters. Sargent County will be the 2 seed, and the Bulldogs will play the Richland Colts Lisbon Broncos winner. On the bottom half of the bracket, number 3 seed Kindred, Maple River the 6, Tri-State the 11. Top half of the bracket, 5 seed Hankinson, 12 seed Enderlin, 4 seed Fargo Oak Grove. So that's a look at the Region 1 boys basketball tournament, as now we can officially say who gets what seed, because it was so close down the stretch. We're going to the final weekend, yesterday and today. Nobody had a seed officially locked yet going to the final day of the regular season yesterday and today. It just tells you how much parity and the competition level that we see in Region 1 every season. Gavin Christensen able to get the poke away steal from up the floor to Fletcher Wilprecht for 2. And for Ryan Weber says just, hey, don't worry about fouling here. Continue to play hard, but don't worry about anything other than that. Central Cass, they'll gladly take it, and they will earn the victory here tonight on senior night and finish the regular season a perfect 20-0. The Central Cass Squirrels pick up the win 74-60. Our post-game show is coming up next, brought to you in part by our friends at Tommy's Express Car Wash on YourLiveEvent.com.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Your local Castleton agents, Scott Kramer and Tyler Wasleen, wish the Squirrels the best of luck this postseason.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage, our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
As we come back to our post-game show, brought to you in part by our friends at Tommy's Express Car Wash, 74-60 Central Cass over the Sargent County Bulldogs here. And it's official. The Central Cass Squirrels will be the number 1 overall seed, while Central Cass will be the number 2 overall seed heading to the Region 1 boys basketball tournament. Let's take a look at some of the final numbers in this one before we give you some of the awards. Central Cass, 7 players in the scoring column, shot nearly flawless from the free throw line as they go 20 of 23 from the stripe with 8 3-pointers. The Sargent County Bulldogs, they would have 6 players in the scoring column. They go 7 of 15 from the line with 3 made threes here for Sargent County. Individual numbers, Central Cass led by the 19 of Mason Bussey. Also, Bussey was able to get a 3-pointer in the third, 16 points for Carter Verkota. 14 for Cole Holzer, nearly a double-double. We had him for 14 and 9. 9 points then for Sam Covervig. Efficient night for Eli Boer as well with 9 points. 4 for Bachmeyer and 3 for Carter Manja. The Squirrels led by the 19 with Bussey and the 16 with Verkota. For the Sargent County Bulldogs, 20 points with Josh Winnish for a game-high 20 points and 6 rebounds. Gavin Christensen with 15 points, 4 boards, and Luke Mortensen with 13 points here for the Bulldogs. 5 points then for Wielander, 5 for Wilprecht, and 2 by Hansen. Here's their scoring numbers. 19 for Central Cass, 17 in the second, 18 in the third, 20 in the fourth. First quarter of play, 11 points in the first quarter, 9 in the second, 17 in the third, and 23 points in the fourth here for the Sargent County Bulldogs. We'll get to our Enbridge Energy player of the game right now. Enbridge Energy, go to enbridge.com for career opportunities, and on senior night, got to give it to the seniors. This is a squad that's led them to 20-0 on the season. Combervig with 9, Bussey with 19. Warren Wiersma didn't score, but he does a lot of the dirty work here for the Central Cass Squirrels, and it's cliche, but it's ever so true. You kind of go as your senior leadership and how the guys respond in adversity. That is our Enbridge Energy players of the game are the seniors here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Go to enbridge.com for career opportunities. Quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from the seniors and head coach Matt Norman coming up on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
This is Bailey Scott, a senior at Fargo Davies High School and the 2022-23 North Dakota High School Activities Association Distinguished Student. Educational athletics, including games like this one, teach a lifetime value such as respect for your opponents, coaches, officials, and classmates. There are few better places than athletic competition to demonstrate respect for others. By your demonstration of respect for those participating and watching today, you underscore that the most important part of high school competition is the people involved and not the game itself. A public service message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association and this radio station.
As we come back here, the 3 seniors with us for the Central Cass Squirrels, Sam Covervig, Mason Bussey, also Owen Wiersma. Sam, let's start with you since you're closest to the mic. What does a regular season Region 1 championship mean for you and this basketball team?
It means a lot to us. I think everyone's putting the hard work all the way down to our 15th guy. Like, everyone just goes out there and we work really hard. And, I mean, it's no Region 1 title, which is what we're gunning for, but it's something pretty special to us.
Yeah, 20-0 on the season. You get the number 1 seed, so check and check. Yeah. Now you got another week and a half to kind of worry about. Cheer on your girls basketball team in Minot coming up next week. But ultimately, you've been here before. You've been able to play in this type of environment. How fun was it, though, on senior night where it's standing room only crowd here in Castleton to go out as a senior?
It's awesome. Just coming out, having like that Class B support of everyone just coming out and watching a really good game. And Sargent County's a really good team, so I'm happy that they brought a lot of fans, too, and just props to them, what they've done, too. But Yeah, it's just crazy. Stands were filled, and the energy was just, we were feeding off of it. It was awesome.
Let's go now to Mason here. Mason, what ultimately got you guys over the hump, do you feel like, in this game? Was it the defense, kind of the runs that we saw in the second quarter? What kind of just was working in the first half to get out on top and stay out on top?
I would say holding them to 20 points in the first half really slowed them down, and we play so good defense, and we work so hard, as Sam said, in practice, working on defense. And as Coach said in practice, if we stopped them to score less points, we would have won like that. So that was really nice.
And then to finish it off with these guys as well, with seniors on senior night, to be in this type of environment. How cool has it been to see the maturation of this program? You guys have been knocking on the door. There's still unfinished business, as we've heard you say all season, but how fun was this environment with these two guys next to you?
As Sam said, the Class B environment's the best. So when everyone showed up, and then Sargent County brings a whole ton of people always, and everyone was loud. It was awesome.
Hey, let's toss it now to Owen Wiersma. Owen, for you guys at the end of the day, I've had a lot of success here, obviously, with baseball, with what track and field's been able to do, obviously what wrestling, football, and now basketball. What breeds success here in this program for Central Cass?
I would have to say just like everybody gets together. You know, we have a really high morale with everybody. We all get together. And we all get along, you know.
And you mentioned getting along. In the next week and a half here, what's the mentality like? Because you know you're going to Minot, you're going to cheer on your girls, but at the same time, it's still a business trip to Minot before you go back south to Wahpeton. So take us through your mentality as a player here over the next week.
We still got to be focused. We can't keep our minds off the region tournament just because our girls are playing up in Minot. We still got to be focused, be ready to play region tournament.
All right, last thing for you guys. What's the best trait about this senior class? What's the best trait about this senior class, whether it's you three, you got the foreign exchange student as well, you got a couple of the managers. What's the best trait about this senior class? Owen, let's start with you first and hand it down the line.
I mean, the best thing probably that we all get along.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's
all right, Mason?
I got our friendship. Like, the kid from Norway, when he showed up, we let him in just as, like, felt right at home, just coming in.
Sam?
Yeah, I'm going to say, like, the family part, because as you notice, we got a bunch of even seniors standing out in the crowd, too. So that helps us, and then we're just always a fun group of guys to play with. So I think that just helps our chemistry on and off the court.
Yeah, Alexander Vibe, too, to be hanging out with you guys. Congratulations again, and we'll see you down to Wahpeton in a week and a half.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
That again, Sam Cobervig alongside Mason Bussey and Osen Wiersma. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll hear from head coach Matt Norman.
For more than 60 years, Dagelman Industries has been known for building high-quality, tough farm machinery. We are currently looking to hire multiple production positions, including machinists, welders, assemblers, fabricators, and more. Dagelman Industries offers competitive wages, benefits, and profit sharing. If you're interested in joining this great team, visit dagelman.com and apply directly on our website, or stop by and visit us in Hillsboro. Dagelman, engineered tough.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Joining us now on our post-game show, we were just able to hear from the senior three, so to speak, and Alexander Vibe as well. I know you honored and some of the statisticians and student managers, so let's start there. Senior night, to win on a game like this, Matt, I talked to you on the pregame show. What would it mean for a Region 1 title on senior night in this environment? So let's start there. What did it mean?
It's wonderful. I couldn't be happier with our crew, specifically our seniors. Their attention to detail and their desire to get better and to help us strive to continue to be more and more competitive is just unmatched. And so I love these kids. They're unreal. We're going to miss these boys, but we got a lot of work to do between now and then.
Yeah, a perfect regular season. There's still obviously a big couple of games left in a week and a half once you get down to Wahpeton. And we kind of were joking with it that you've been there, done that before when the girls make it a state. So now do you have did you have itinerary number one and itinerary number two?
Man,
What's your itinerary like from a head coach now as you get ready to go up to Minot, cheer on the girls? Hopefully they bring back-to-state title cut down the nets, but it's also kind of a business trip in the Magic City for a business trip down to Wapaton, Matt.
Absolutely. We've got almost binders because our girls team has done such a nice job where we just pull it out and we kind of rinse and repeat. No, we'll get some time on the floor, and the team will travel down to Minot, and so we'll make sure that we get some time on the floor. And we want to celebrate with them, and we want to see them be real successful because they're unbelievable people too, but we also have some work to do while we're down there.
And then at the end of the day, difference in this game. You mentioned about rebounds in our pregame show, saying you had to clear the window. You did that really well, particularly in the first half. You got to transition a little bit going, but it just seemed like at different times it was Codervig, it was Mason, it was Eli with a couple of threes. It seemed like this team that we've seen all year, Matt, the balance continued to show itself again here for 4 quarters.
Yeah, they play great unselfish ball. They're always looking to make the right pass so we get the right look at the rim, and so that's huge for us. Defensively, I thought we did a pretty decent job. There were some stretches there where maybe we didn't guard the way we need to, but that's part of it. Sargent County's a solid ball club, and they're well coached, and they're going to be a tough out in the region tournament, and so we just have to make sure that we continue to strive to get better and be competitive, and we'll kind of see where the chips fall here a little bit down the road.
Last thing, I asked the senior class, and I'll ask this to you as well for the final question. What's a trait that you like about this senior class? What has been something for you specifically that you've just enjoyed your time being their head coach, but also seeing this team knocking on the door and where we are right now at 20-0 in the regular season?
Their heart is unbelievable, and then their attitude and effort. They bring it every single day to practice, and they're there. They're so much fun to be around, and so they're unbelievable. Their heart is as big as this gym.
Matt, thanks so much for your time. Enjoy the Magic City, and we'll see you down at the Blickery coming up for the Region 1 tournament.
I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
That again, Matt Norman will continue on our post-game show after this.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter! Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on YourLiveEvent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
As we come back here, let's get to our RDK Enterprises feature precision play of the game, and that was the offense and defensive rebound, particularly in the first half of play for the Central Cass Squirrels, where they really did do a really nice job of one and done on Sargent County, and then the balance that we saw again for the Squirrels. 3 different players in the scoring column, 5 score 9 or more points, and when you get that balance, it can just be tough. We saw Sargent County never give up, fight till the very end, but dug themselves a hole, and that old adage is how big of a hole is it to climb out of before it's too much, and we saw it here on the display here in Castleton. That is our RDK Enterprises feature precision play of the game. Get ready for your spring planting season. Contact the planter experts at RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com. So it's official. The Region 1 Boys Basketball Tournament is set. We will have these 2 playing games coming up on Tuesday. We will have the Waimea Lidgerwood Warbirds hosting Northern Cass in Lidgerwood, and also Maple River hosting Tri-State in the 6-11 game. The other playing matches include Hankinson hosting Enderlin and Richland hosting Lisbon. Quarterfinals, the top 4 seeds, Central Cass the 1, Sargent County the 2, Kinder the 3, and Oak Grove is the 4. Central Cass now 20-0 on the season. They will play on Monday the 6th of March at 3 p.m. against the winner of the Warbirds and the Jags, while for Sargent County, they will next play on Monday, March the 6th at 6 p.m. against the winner of Richland and Lisbon. The Bulldogs finish the season at 18-2. A big thank you goes out to Ryan Weber and Matt Norman. This is our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Good night, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. And reminder, Region 1, Region 2 boys basketball coming up here from the Blickery and also the Betty a week and a half. And we'll have audio-only coverage of Central Cass girls basketball run up in Minot. That begins on Thursday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and go to yourliveevent.com for more coverage throughout the week.